JCPS celebrated the opening of a brand new school today. This is the Dr. William H. Perry Elementary School, located on West Broadway right next to the YMCA. 650 students will be attending Perry Elementary School beginning next week. It's been 23 years since West Louisville had a new school facility. Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio said our kids deserve a brand new school right in their community.
You know, I believe students that have the least amount of resources in their home need to have the most amount of resources in their schools. When you walk into this school, you are going to see that our kids coming in to this school have the best of any other elementary school in Jefferson County, and I'm really proud of that.
Perry Elementary is one of the 2 new buildings that JCPS will be opening up for this upcoming school year. And it's been just over a week since Silver Creek students went back to school. Families are now likely noticing some changes, particularly at the high school. Superintendent Dr. Chad Briggs says phase 1 of its massive construction project, which started last fall, is almost complete. Renovations focused on outdoor facilities like football and baseball fields. Phase 2, which will expand the campus, started over the summer. Dr. Briggs says crews have made navigating campus easy for students.
Our campus was already quite tight anyway with traffic before all of this started, but construction crews, school staff, district staff all have done a phenomenal job at making a pathway that's safe for everyone, and also that's almost as important is communicating that to people. And our parents and students and staff who are driving around campus have been phenomenal.
Phase 3 of construction includes new band and choir rooms along with a new performing arts auditorium. Well, the use of artificial intelligence is expanding and could possibly be used in the classroom. ChatGPT is an AI program that offers users the ability to use a machine to give them real-time responses to all sorts of prompts. The responses can be short yes or no answers, or responses can be long enough to be an entire research paper. We spoke with a JCPS teacher about the use of AI in schools and how it can be used for student learning.
As I find a lot of use out of it, it helps me in my work. I urge them to use it for research, for example, but not to produce the artifact. Use it to generate ideas or, evaluate their work, but not to just copy and paste.
Amir has been working with AI for the last 20 years and says, quote, ChatGPT is the future of innovation. Well, with the new school year already here, we've got an important reminder from U of L Health. You do need to be keeping up to date on your immunizations. U of L Health says in the state of Kentucky, school-age children are required to have what's called the DTaP, which prevents measles, mumps, and rubella, their chickenpox vaccine, and the polio vaccine. One doctor advised parents on the best time to actually get those scheduled.
For those children who it's difficult to give them multiple ones at one time, when you see, making sure during this opportunity before school starts, let's go ahead and get that vaccine moving and then schedule things so it won't interrupt in school.
And U of L Health says it's not just kids who should be getting their flu shots. Adults should also get them in order to prevent the flu from spreading around the whole family. Well, we are heading into a Friday night and certainly feels warm out there, but not too terrible. After last week, Alden, I feel like anything below that 100's heat index really actually feels nice.
And thankfully, we don't have any of that showing up for some time as
some parts of the country are finally seeing relief from extreme weather. ABC's sharing tonight how the heat letting up is helping after severe and deadly storms.
Severe storms slamming the east, bringing in cooler temperatures.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
The WHAS 11 First Alert Storm Team Allergy Report is sponsored by Family Allergy and Asthma.
Well, back here at home, we are really excited that we are not dealing with the extreme heat the same way we were last year, Alden, or last week.
Yeah, you're right, Shay. Last week was very, very hot, very humid, and now it's feeling very comfortable, really, for a Dainty. Usually it's a lot warmer, at least it often seems like it's a lot warmer for a Dainty than it normally is. Now, I'm currently standing on the 140-foot line. The maximum line is just in front of me at 150 feet, and if you've never watched Dainty before, you know, hitting that tiny 5-inch stick from all the way down there to 150 feet is truly a feat to be accomplished. So it's starting to get a bit more active out here. So come on down if you want to have a blast. Shay.
All right, Alden, thank you so much. Students across Kentuckiana will be headed back to school soon, but doctors recommend scheduling health checkups before going back to the classroom. WHAS 11's Jim Stratman tells us more about how to prepare your kids for back to school.
Doctors at Norton Children's say that a checkup is a great first check off of that list. Jim Stratman, WHAS 11, on your side.
And as you're gearing up to send the kids back to school, we'd love to see those first day of school outfits. Send your back to school photos to the number on your screen. It's 502-582-7290, and you might see your student right here on WHAS 11 News. A new leading man is ready to hand out some roses on a spin-off of the show The Bachelor. Now it's time to meet the Golden Bachelor.
I'm Gary. I'm 71 years young. I'm from Indiana, and I am going to be the first Golden Bachelor because it's never too late to fall in love again.
Gary Turner there is ready to find love again after heartbreak. He married his high school sweetheart. They were together for 43 years, sharing 2 daughters and 2 grandchildren. But in 2017, just 6 weeks after her retirement, his wife became sick and died. So what would she think of him becoming the Golden Bachelor?
I have her picture on a dresser in my closet. Every morning I give her the nod. So what do you think about this? For a while, it was like I was having a hard time figuring out if she would be okay. But we always told each other, when one of us goes, we want the other one to be happy. She's up there rooting. She's saying, yeah, Gary, do this.
He says when it comes down to it, it'll be his children the final ladies have to impress. The Golden Bachelor airs in September. And tonight is the big night. Queen Bee is in Louisville. Thousands of fans are getting ready to see Beyonce live in concert for her Renaissance tour. And if you're heading out to see her, here's what you need to know before you leave. First, the opening of the gates has been pushed back to 6:30 tonight instead of 5:30. The show is now expected to start at 8 o'clock. Remember, there are no opening acts. Beyonce will come on as soon as the show starts, so you want to make sure you're on time. You can buy a parking pass for $40 on the Ticketmaster website. Your best bet might be to use rideshare like Uber or Lyft. You can also be dropped off at either the Jim Patterson Stadium or at the Arby's on Crittenden Drive. As for what you can bring inside the stadium, it's similar to the football game rules. Each guest is allowed a bag no larger than 6.5 by 4.5 inches and a large clear Ziploc or tote bag. Those can be 12 by 6 or smaller. If you want to keep strollers, banners, and flags of any kind, you're going to have to leave them at home. U of L Cards wanted to show off their love for Beyonce as she gets ready to take the stage right there in their stadium. So they shared their favorite songs and they shared their singing voices.
All the singing ladies, all the singing ladies, all the singing ladies, put your hands up in the club. To the left, everybody in to the left. Come on, baby, it's you. Hey, Beyonce, can we please get free tickets, please? We love you.
Halo.
Not after forgetting all the words there, I don't think so. Well, U of L football should leave the hits to Beyonce. They gave it a good shot there, Alden.
There is more frustration this morning at some of the nation's airports. Travelers across the country are waking up to news of flight cancellations and thousands of delays.
Though these summer travel disruptions are largely being blamed on storms, one major airline is also pointing the finger at the FAA. ABC's Justin Finch has more.
Severe weather stalling summer travel. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
With TSA expected to screen more than 2.8 million Americans alone on Friday, the U.S. Travel Association is pressing Congress to quickly finalize funding for the FAA to hire more staff. They also say this will make the nation's air travel system more efficient and secure.
We've got some new video, and it's giving us an update on the repairs that are going on at the West Baden Spring Hotel after Sunday's hailstorm. It shows crews on top of the hotel's roof rappelling down to repair the atrium's glass panels. You can see the patches where large hail, some the size of baseballs, put holes into the glass. The hotel in West Baden, Indiana, has temporarily closed the atrium while those repairs are made, but the rest of the resort in the French Lick area is open.
And to help with storm cleanup, Metro Public Works is opening up 3 free sites for people to drop off tree debris. The sites on Meriwether Avenue, North Hubbard's Lane, and Lower River Road will open tomorrow at noon. After that, the sites will be open daily from 7 to 7 until July 8th, except for Sunday and then also the 4th of July. These locations are for residents only. Contractors and businesses still have to use the Waste Reduction Center. We have all the information for you posted on WHAS11.com.
4:46 now, and we're really having a shared experience with a lot of cities across the country. This is Columbus, Ohio. You can see the hazy, kind of murky air out there. They've had some rain there. They've had some storms there, similar to us. And now they're dealing with this air quality alert due to the Canadian wildfires, similar to us. You can see a lot of smoke in the air there. Now, this specific area is expected to remain under the air quality alert until Friday. So, Colleen, let's bring you into this. I think this is the top story right now.
I
in
do
the
too.
area.
I mean, it was concerning. I could smell it yesterday. It was very apparent yesterday that there was something going on in the air.
Yeah, and Colleen, you're open about this, so I'm not telling your personal business, but you're asthmatic, as are a lot of people.
Yeah.
And there's a massive effect that it's having on you.
I didn't think that the last time, because we were only a level low to medium, I didn't think I was going to be impacted, but I was raspy the whole week, my throat, the breathing issues.
4:41 now. Good news for drivers. The I-64 eastbound lanes are expected to open at 6 o'clock this morning.
Very exciting.
Hold on, wait a minute. Which direction is this? I can't tell the direction of this camera. Usually when we look at this, the left lanes are traveling east and the right lanes are traveling west.
Maybe
so I don't know if they've opened early. Our newsroom will check on that. But if I'm looking at this camera correctly, we just saw that may have been a utility truck. But at any rate, 6 a.m. is the expected time to open 6 a.m. or 64 eastbound.
All right, it's 4:41, and the Supreme Court is preparing to hand down another round of decisions today. It's ruling to upend affirmative action at American colleges and universities. It's causing some sharp reactions.
Yeah, some conservative activists are praising the ruling, but President Biden is criticizing it. ABC's Justin Finch has more on the ruling and today's pending decisions.
In a 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court's conservative supermajority rolling back affirmative action in higher education. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
The largest charity for children in Kentuckiana is donating $1 million to Harbor House. The grant comes from Cosair Kids, or Cosair for Kids. Harbor House provides daily care options and programming for disabled children who age out of the school system. It's building an intergenerational life center on Lower Hunters Trace in PRP. The grant will go to renovations on a child enrichment center.
To be the Child Enrichment Center for children 6 weeks up to school age with and without disabilities. And we think that that's going to break down so many barriers in our community and allow those children to learn from an early age what it means to be around everybody.
The new center will be open for seniors who need a place to go during the day and for parents who need childcare.
Goodwill has a tuition-free high school designed to help adults who never received their diploma. On Thursday, the Excel Center celebrated its first class of graduates. The school on Preston Highway honored 30 people during the graduation ceremony at the Ali Center. One graduate says she's excited to take the next step in her life.
I was sitting up there trying to figure out what I was going to do in life. And then I found a program that's going to help me to better myself and to be the nurse I want to be, because I'm going into nursing also. So looking back from then to now, I done made some great accomplishments.
The Excel Center also has free childcare, transportation assistance, and career counselors.
Today is National Corvette Day. So the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green is celebrating by opening its newest exhibit called An American Love Affair. It's designed to tell the sports car's 70-year history. It features iconic Corvettes with artifacts showcasing the love affair between America and the sports car.
And we'll have a few surprises in there. One of them is the Autopia Disney Corvette that you don't see everywhere either, but it is a C1 Corvette that came out of Disneyland. So, and what is the National Corvette Museum but a kind of a Disneyland for Corvette people?
I didn't even think about it. I was at Disney a few years back, and Mickey and Minnie ride around on Corvettes. Who knew? You also don't want to miss the new Skywall at the museum. It's an 8-foot tall, 300-foot long LED wall, and it encircles the room. It creates an immersive experience of sight and sound.
You know how sometimes when places launch like new exhibits, they'll like send us like some things just to be like,
we ain't got no Corvettes in the garage back there.
Where's the Corvette?